everybody, I want to wheeze them here. It's Sunday the 18th, just a bit after midnight. I'm going to open up the handy dandy spreadsheet and we are going to upgrade Terrafin number 2. This is not the Sky Diamond, this is an elemental gem, so it's brown for Earth right now. But this is Terrafin number 2, that's why I put the gold top hat on. Number 1, I like the stats on the hat. Number 2, it's so I can tell them apart. So Terrafin number 1, if you will, we took down the all-terrain trooper path. If I just had one Terrafin, that is the path I would have selected. So that said, Terrafin's one of my favorite characters, so he was a double buy, if you will. And as of right now, as you can judge by that little corner over there, we are supercharged. So actually, 12, what would we be at? That might change things when we're supercharged. I didn't know it would actually register. I thought it was vehicle only. So, where were we at? Seconds, please, was 14:21. Seeker swim 14:21. So, okay, so they're doing 21 now to 32. Wow. So we apparently need a side shoot here for everything. Did not know that at all. So base upgrades 21 to 32. 3x. Let's make sure. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So now slam support. This is not what I had planned to be doing right now. Oh yeah, that was 45 right there, so... oh, that was 30 though. So let's see, slam support. 22 to 33, it's now 30 to 45. With the ally coming in at what? Oh, well, if we could shoot it, it would help, wouldn't it? Couldn't tell what that said. That's how it goes here. This is one of the toughest things to control. Was that a 23? Kinda thinking it was. Yeah, so 23. Let's see, so ally 23, half of that, 11 and a half, we'll call that 12, so 23, 35. Surface to air to surface missiles, 10 to 15, 12 to 18 stock. Let's actually slam 33. Okay, so 30 to 45 slam, and then Sassum 38. That's gonna be our missiles. Again, this is not what I planned to be doing, is my apologies. I did not know that the supercharged damage took effect here, so needless to say. 18 to 27 going down, what are they coming up? 15 to 23, 18 to 27. Alright, so we've almost caught up now. I sadly cannot get the base numbers. So there's that. Now seconds please would still be the 21 to 32, I believe, from our Seeker swim. So that's interesting. I did not know that the supercharged damage was going to be a thing. So what we're going to have to do here for the Shark Team squad, I don't know if I'm going to document supercharged or not. I've kind of missed out on some box stock stuff with a few of the Skylanders, and if I do that, we have to wait for the vehicle of that character. It's kind of a mess when they don't release simultaneously, I guess. But let's actually get the Shark Tank off of here. I did not think I would be doing that, but we are. We'll just go with our default Dark Hot Streak, mainly because we don't have regular Hot Streak. So that's my story.
Hot Streak.
To it. Good combination, though. I think that would actually be. So now everything that you just saw has reverted. 14 to 21. Note there's not like the blue supercharged aura in the corner, nor the lightning. Yeah, so you get the idea, right? So I'll document the supercharged stuff. I guess we can do that. But that said, we just spent a lot of time doing that. I didn't know we needed to. So, Shark Team Squadron. I don't know what she said. Shark Team Squadron is what we're going to take here. Gain more support from powerful shark allies. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. If you want to see All-Terrain Trooper, I've already taken it primarily for the burrowing abilities and the nostalgia of the belly flop. Or boom flop as it's known now. So I'll have a link down below. You can find it in the Skylanders SuperChargers research playlist as well. But let's select Shark Team Squadron. Alright, so beautiful that we didn't have a cutscene there. We're going to get started off with 3 best fins. Now, since we, I think, last upgraded, I've acquired 2 wing sapphires, so the prices are down a bit. 1632 is with our 4% discount. So press Y during Earth Swim Blast to launch 3 sharks. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Yeah, let's play it safe, do them one at a time. So press Y during Earth Swim Blast. Let's make sure still 14 to 21. So here's our Earth Swim Blast. If you press the X button, we do that. The B button, we do that. The A button, nothing. And now the Y button. Looks like we're gonna have 3 instead of 1. 15, 15, 15. Again, it's getting a little bit cluttered. This is hard to actually fire off anyway. Look at the little guy swimming around there. Let's try to get some open ground. Maybe up here would work. Let's just burrow now. Burrow now, thank you. That actually gave you a pretty good look at him, and that's about as good as it's gonna get here. So we'll check him out up there at the Greeble dispenser here in just a second. So that was 3 best fins, and they're doing what, 15 I believe? Yeah, so 15. That is up from, what were they doing? The Ally, I guess, was 15 to 23, so it's not up at all. 15 to 23, 3 allies at once. So that's kind of your perk. Instead of doing 15 to 23, having it jump up to 30, instead we're doing 15 to 23, but 2 additional times potentially if they hone in. Again, I've found that very hard to control the allies, so we'll see how those guys go. That said, Persephone time. Da-da-dun. Alright, what goes up for 2112? SAS missiles do more damage on the way up and on the way down. So they could have said that they do more damage, but it's good, I guess, to be descriptive that way, you know for sure. Let's go ahead and grab that. It looks like the animation may change too. Now, where we were sitting with these surface-to-air to surface missiles, that's the SAS, 10 to 15 up, 12 to 18 down. And then the supercharge is another story. We have it documented though. So 10, 15, 12, 18. Let's go ahead and get 1 registered here. Let's actually check the slam first. 22. Is that where we were at? I believe so. So slam 22, 33. And now we will hold it down real quick, try to get 1 off. So 1523 on the way down. Double check that. I don't know where the other one went. So 14, I think, looks like what was going up. Yeah, 14 to 21 and 15. Let's see if we can. There was a 23. So 14, 21 up, and 15 to 23 down. So pretty straightforward there, and not too big of an increase really. So we went from 12, what were we? This is getting very complicated with this extra damage actually. 10, 15 has become 14. So 10 to 14, and then 12 to 15. So every little bit helps, but that's not like a massive increase. That said, what I wanted the most from this top bath, what intrigued me personally, beyond the other 2 upgrades, is this right here, Landshark. In addition to the great name, it sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. So hold X and release to fire a mortar that summons a sand whirlpool and a large Landshark. So, Sand Whirlpool, I don't know if that's going to turn out to be like the Soul Gem or not. I don't know what it'll do, but then we get a large Landshark. That's very interesting to me. Soul Gem itself is Sand Snare. During Earth Swim Blast, our secondary attack, press A to create a Sand Whirlpool to trap enemies. So I've seen that by way of the All-Terrain Trooper, but right here, hold X and release to fire a mortar, which in itself sounds pretty cool. It may do extra damage. That summons a Sand Whirlpool and a large Landshark. So, I'm assuming that is the mortar there with kind of like the sandy looking drill bit on it. We'll see what goes down. 2880 again with our discount. Let's pick it up. He's fully upgraded through the path now. So, we're going to back out. And first thing we want to do is make sure we're doing the same damage numbers, which would be 14 and 21 still. The slam, 22. Secondary with the jump, 20 to 30. Excellent. So everything appears to be in place. Let's fire off the 3 best fins, 15s. Excellent. Alright, so let's actually come up here. I just want to see this thing real quick. So we're going to hold a mortar. Okay. You can position it. Sweet. Alright, that's if you see that little radius thing, I've got it right in front of Callie. Apparently you can hold it forever. You can spin it pretty good. That's as far out as I can go, where you see it on the staircase right there in the middle. That is the max radius. However, as we turn this way, I mean, it's technically off the screen, and then I can bring it in this close. So let's bring it as close as we can and let it go and see. Oh yeah. Where is it? Oh my gosh. That looks more like a Soul Gem. I don't know if he just does pathetic damage or something. But so... Oh yeah. It's like the whale tails at SeaWorld or something. Okay, this is going to be pretty sweet. Let's see first how long we have to charge this thing, right? Wait, was that instantaneous? I think it might have been, actually. Yeah, so basically as soon as you fire the 3 sharks, you can go. I'm not trying to hit the dummy, but we might. Okay, we didn't, but we saw the back of the shark. Let's do that again. So I'm going to fire one off right here, and then I'm going to turn immediately and shoot another one. So you can technically set this up and just spam those things. I'd say about a 2-second charge. Right after essentially your 3 missiles. The controller's vibrating like crazy, so I couldn't set it down in time. So I'll just say 2-second charge, and then I don't know if the whirlpool does damage. Let's aim this thing and see. This is pretty sweet. I thought it would be. Okay, I can't really see. That should hit it. 5. Okay. Was that only 20 or was that more? Because it looks like it does 5 to 8. Let's try to get a count on that. Just right on top of it, if we can. Oh, 80. Okay, so I think that was 5 times, 5 instances of damage. Let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 80. Excellent. Very, very cool. So, geez, that vibration though. 5 to 8, 5 times. Shark attack equals 80 to 120 would be the critical. So that's actually pretty cool, I have to say. That kind of, again, that seems more like a Soul Gem to me than the actual Soul Gem. And I said that, you know, when I picked the path, I said this is the one attack that I'm really the most interested in. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to fire one this direction so you can kind of see, I guess, like the underbelly of the shark really well. Let's put it right there. Oh yeah, so pretty well crafted, I'd have to say. Again, that just to me, I know it's not huge damage numbers, but it seems more like a Soul Gem.
Upgrade?
So we'll come over here now and actually buy the Soul Gem, 3840. During Earth Swim Blast, press A to create a sand whirlpool to trap enemies in. Now, interesting strategy would be to do this. Come up, shoot off your missiles, fire the mortar, get the Landshark. Maybe while they're still trapped. I don't know if you'd have time to do it or not. But let's go ahead and burrow. And there we go. Let's see. What do we want to do here? How do you execute that again? Press jump. Okay, I see what happened. My bad, I'm doing the Nintendo buttons too. So there's that. I don't know if you could really make this happen or not. Let's try it. Alright, set it up. No, it's gonna time out first. Let's see if we can fire this off. Let's try that again. I'm going to try and reverse it this time. So, we're going to burrow, jump. That would have worked, I think. It's going to be pretty much impossible. I think you could do it, but at what cost? You know, type of a deal. So, let's get some Greebles in here and see what we can do to them. So, we're going to begin with 3 best fins. We'll just let them hone in on this one guy. Well, if I can press the right button. So, wow, that's still not very good. Oh, I don't like these controls. I don't know why you can fall out of the arena like that. It would be nice if it had a wall. I guess I could see why they did it so you could get down there easier, but that's one of those things. In these attacks, like that time it was perfect. That's as good as it's ever been. But so many times they just don't attack the enemies. You can be point blank range and they don't do anything. Like right there, what was that? You know? And then that time it was respectable. It's strange. I'm not a huge fan of that attack, really. Alright, well anyway, you get the feel for it. We're gonna come in now and we'll just showcase these rockets here. So again, pretty much the same thing, just an ever so slight increase in attacks. And now what we want to do is the really cool one, Landshark. Let's go ahead and set that up. Let's actually get 3 of them in here, see how many we can take down at once. So, I don't want to hit them with this. I just want to set the mortar up, right? I guess there is as close as we can get, so I'll run to it. Get eaten. Oh, 80 to 120. That was cool. That kind of makes up for everything else, I suppose. So, don't take him out. Alright, here we go. Swinging that mallet at me, that job. I'm trying not to hit him. There's our target. We're gonna shoot that off. I'll run over here and bait him. That does seem to contain them pretty well too. So now all we have to do is showcase the soul gem, which again, after seeing that, it's kind of one of those deals for you. Burrow. Again, I'm using Nintendo buttons, and then we jump. That creates that. Do it again. You get the idea, and then you can kind of just set it up. You could potentially set things up and then get a shark, but it's probably easier to do it the other way around. But nonetheless, this is Terrafin. He has gone down the all-terrain trooper path. I'm sorry, the Shark Team Squadron path. What I was going to say is I personally think I prefer the all-terrain trooper path. Why? It's classic Terrafin, it's vintage, it's nostalgic. I get to damage things with my fin. We get the boom flop, which is the upgraded belly flop. I can say that I honest to gosh believe Landshark should have been the soul gem, and then Sand Snare should have been tied in with Shark Team Squadron. That's just my thoughts. I don't know. Let me know if you agree with me there, if you think it's perfect as is, or if you're kind of like, you know, he has a point. That Landshark really does seem like a soul gem, just based on soul gems in the past, particularly in Swap Force, where we had several characters with you know, huge animals coming out, even going all the way back to Chill and the Narwhal. It's just that's been the Soul Gem. And to me, the Sand Snare is cool and unique, but it doesn't do much damage at all. And it seems like it should, you know, transverse in that manner. That said, I guess we're not done. Let me go back to my spreadsheet, because apparently now we have to document supercharge damage. Is not a bad thing. It would help if I didn't stand on my cords, but then again, did not know I was going to have to stand up. So let's pull Hot Streak, throw down the Shark Tank. Speaking of that, the top of the Xbox One is like fun out.
Shark Tank.
Guess I've been playing too long or something. That's a sweet combo there with the top hat, isn't it? It just looks cool. So, note the blue supercharged aura down there. And we want to come in and we're going to take a look at the 3 best fins. 15 to 23 is what they were doing. So, Burrow, Tertiary. Oh, I didn't even leave the arena, guys. What is your problem? So, Burrow. Let me try to aim this better. Tertiary. Couldn't see what they did. Couldn't read the numbers. I have no clue. Is it 23 or 25 or 35? I honestly can't tell. Let's come down here. That might actually be easier. If we can get it to fire off. I've had a lot of problems with this attack. Haven't gotten to really try it out in game. Once again, the numbers just fire off so quick. I feel like it's 23 though. I think it's 23 to 35, so that's what we're gonna go with for supercharged damage. 23 to 35 3 times, essentially, potentially, for 23 to 35. Now the slam itself, my bad there. Alright, everything's gone now. So the slam is 33 to 50. Okay. So slam 33 to 50. That is up from 22 to 33. And then the missiles, we're going to have up 21 to 32. Alright, so 21 to 32. Down will be what? 32.50? No. 23. Okay, so 23 to 35 there. And lastly, the shark attack. It should be bumped from 5 to 8 and 80 to 120 to something. We just don't know what, so we're going to... No, we're not. Again, this is confusing. That seems like it's so confusing. So, let's shoot these over there. Get them out of our way. Spin this thing around, if we can. Cannot really tell where we're aiming it. I think that should hit 8. 8 to 12 and then 120, which should be standard now. Let's hold that out. Well, I didn't do a second round there, so 8, 8, 8, 8. I cannot tell what those numbers are. So 8 to 12, it should be 5 times. And I'm not sure if we saw 120 to 180, and maybe that was a critical, or if the first number was in fact 180 on the shark attack. So we're going to fire these off. Yeah, I'm thinking it's 120 to 180, so that's acceptable. That's kind of more in line with what you think it would be, and particularly if it was a soldier. But that said, we've kind of gotten ourselves into a little bit of a mess here with the supercharged damage, which honest to gosh, I thought that only applied to like vehicle damage. That was not made very clear to me. So, what's going on my phone? Oh, looks like my nephew's editing a Minecraft video. Very cool. I've got to help him out, but my apologies on this one running a little longer. Again, this is our first upgrade set, and I am now aware of the fact that there is supercharged damage. So it's a good thing we caught it early. I'm going to come in. I was wanting to do a bunch of base upgrades tonight, and so I might do that. I might document the supercharged damage off screen. and then just kind of throw it in the spreadsheet form with wherever I place everything. But this is Sharpshooter Supercharged Sharpshooter Terrafin, and this is his Shark Team Squadron path. Again, Landshark is what I thought would be the highlight, and man, was it ever. Again, it seems like a soul gem to me. I would think it should have swapped out with Sand Snare. Not quite sure what the logic was there. Nonetheless, personally, despite how cool Landshark is, I'm going All-Terrain Trooper. Now, what goes up is a nice increase, but it's so small it's almost negligible. Particularly, I just don't trust 3 best fins. I don't trust the ally. It never seems to hone in like I want it to or need it to. When it does, oftentimes it expires. Maybe as I play more throughout the chapters, I'll kind of be like, okay, you know, it takes care of itself here. It just doesn't work well at the arena or the academy. But for the time being, 3 best fins, yeah, you know, I could care less. Maybe 2 of them miss and 1 hits, and then I get credit where the one that I have without this path doesn't do anything at all. So marginal increase. Attack damage there on what goes up, very minuscule. Landshark is super cool. But when I come in and I can factor in finesse, where I'm going to use Earth Swim Blast quicker, the burrowing faster if you will, and my fin does damage and picks things up. I have played with that, I can confirm that's true. That alone supersedes everything there. Then you add in Mega Boom Flop. Big fan of that, again, nostalgia factor. And then you get the Mentor program, and you make the bigger Shark ally anyway. So comparison there on the bigger Shark ally, we would be having 10 seconds 21 to 32, and with 3 best fins 15 to 23. So again, for me, it's all about All-Terrain Trooper. Landshark I like, but I think it should have been the Soul Gem. So if I just had 1 Terrafin, I would be content with All-Terrain Trooper. Let me know your thoughts. Which path would you pick? I don't hate this path, but the problem is 3 best fins, and the Shark ally in general I'm not a huge fan of. Just because of its, you know, inaccuracies, if you will. It's not something we can control. We can control where we fire it, but it doesn't seem to have the greatest consistency, if you will. So Landshark, though, huge fan there. That is the highlight of this path. That to me is the main reason you would take this path, and for many people it's probably going to be why they take it or why they like it. Again, I don't know why it's not the Soul Gem, but nonetheless, Sharpshooter Terrafin 1 and 2, they're both fully upgraded, which is awesome. We're just needing to max them out, I guess, to, you know, their extreme level caps. Take out a few more quests for them and see what we can do to benefit them across the board the rest of the way. But like I said, as we progress, things will be a little bit more smooth in these upgrades. Obviously now, as I go, I can document the supercharged damage. Again, to keep the videos in line and as concise as they can be. We do pack in a lot of detail, but I think I will just keep that to like a spreadsheet exclusive. I'll probably have like a little sidebar or parentheses or brackets that's supercharged damage, and that way you'll kind of get a feel for it. If we could ever figure out like a mathematical factor, we could just go about it that way. But nonetheless, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts here on Sharpshooter Terrafin. Which path would you take and why? Which path did you take? How do you like it? Did you switch back? Are they both great and you're buying a second Sharpshooter Terrafin? If you have a second Sharpshooter Terrafin, is one path your favorite so much so that you're going to reset it? Or take both of them down the same path? Certainly a viable option. But let me know your thoughts there, whatever they may be, on Sharpshooter Terrafin and his upgrades. Take the links down below. You can see his base upgrades. Then you can also check out the Shark Team Squadron. Compare for yourself, along with All-Terrain Trooper, which we previously recorded. And of course, I will have my attack damage number spreadsheets maybe a little bit later because I need to go back and get supercharged damage. But you get the idea. It's kind of, we're roughing it in here in Skylanders Research. Lots of new stuff, new options and content. So we'll piece it together. They'll pick up speed in the future, and hopefully become a little bit more streamlined. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. You know, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here for more Skylanders Research.